Hello and welcome back to Seawolves Storm or Not. I'm Jake Basile. Today marks our first day back from spring break and we couldn't be happier to share it with all of you. But first, let me remind you that this is a joint production between students of the School of Communication and Journalism and their friends at the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences. Today, we have some good news for you, and all you need to do is step outside to see it. And that's where we'll find our man, Deshaun Robinson. Deshaun? Thank you, Deshaun. And now, we unfortunately go to the very bad news that keeps on getting worse. Overnight in Kyiv and Inferno, Russians targeted this shopping center overnight, killing at least 6. By morning, the devastation looks nearly total. But it's in Mariupol where the horrific scale of Vladimir Putin's war on Ukraine is laid bare. This once thriving southern seaport, which houses nearly 500,000, is now a wasteland. For civilians, the violence has been catastrophic. There are now so many bodies, leaving volunteers with little choice but to bury them wherever, including the side of the road. But it's in Mariupol's basements where the living remain. The fall of this city would be a significant victory for Vladimir Putin's campaign. It would allow Russian forces stationed in southern Ukraine to link with the soldiers of the East. But at what cost? Children like Artem, just 2, has shrapnel wounds in his stomach. More children are being evacuated, and unfortunately, there's more of this to come. Seeing this all on our media is hard to believe, and this is the first war I've ever seen, and boy, we're seeing a lot. But not everything. So joining me to offer some context and perspective is our very own Irina Avanyuk, who's from Ukraine. And where exactly are you from?
Thank you, Jake. I'm from Chernivtsi. This is western part of Ukraine, as you can see on the map. It's not far away from Moldova.
And what are some perspectives that you think we need to understand?
Yes, there are a lot of them. Well, as you know, my home region has not been bombarded. I talk to my relatives there frequently, and they are pretty freaked out too. Everyone knows somebody who's been made homeless. We all know that Russian missiles strike our civilian buildings, hospitals, schools. Kids are being killed on purpose, as well as adults. This is lawless war. And I want to mention things that news don't cover very much. Russian soldiers are raping Ukrainian women. It's mostly in the villages and are not many news crews out in the countryside, but believe me, it is happening. Kids are being traumatized as their parents killed in front of them. Many of them are witnessing horrific violence, have or will lose loved ones, are watching their homes and cities destroyed. The quarter of Ukrainian population has been unrooted, and experts say it will get even worse. And that's why I believe NATO has to close the sky over Ukraine now to stop this genocide.
Thank you, Irina, for the depressing but realistic insights. There'll be more later this week on Wednesday, where the Marie Colvin Center for International Reporting is holding a teach-in entitled War, Russia Invades Ukraine. This will be at Frey Hall, room 100, from 1 to 2:30. That'll be on my to-do list this week, along with watching March Madness. So our sports host, Heath Kalb, will not be talking about the NCAA tournament, but a more local focus. Here he is. Thank you, Heath. I'm not a big baseball fan. Hockey is my favorite. But I am excited about the nationally ranked women's lacrosse team, which is a little like hockey, except maybe warmer and not quite as fast. And now for some fast insight into this week's weather, here's Chris Cumella. Thanks, Chris. This is the 8th week of the semester, so for my fellow seniors, this is the big push towards commencement. 6 more weeks of classes, which is so mind-boggling. My freshman self wouldn't believe how fast these 4 years went by. And I might not believe that in my senior year of college, I'm watching a major war envelop the homeland of my friend Irina and 44 million Ukrainians. Make sure you attend the teach-in on Wednesday afternoon during campus lifetime, and we'll see you back next week for another edition of Seawolves Storm or Not. I'm Jake Basile.